Hello, hello. Merry Christmas to all the listeners out there. Hello, PancakeSwap community, cake holders, and crypto editions tuning in this podcast on a December 26th. I can even realize it's almost the end of the year. We have been doing this podcast for a year, so I'm so happy to be here another time, super early in the morning for me, I have to say. So maybe you will hear my voice a little sleepy, but I couldn't be the only one talking today. So I want to say Merry Christmas to my friend Annie from the PancakeSwap Ambassadors team. Hey Annie, hello, hello.
Hello, Chef. Yeah, nice. Merry Christmas. I hope everybody have a wonderful Christmas, eating a lot, maybe drinking, whatever you want. And yeah,
Buying
that's
buying coins.
buying the dip, maybe, whatever. Yeah, it's interesting.
And
Like crypto never stops, and we are here finishing the year with another pancake talk.
Merry Christmas to you, Shaven. Hey, Chuck. Hello, 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 guys. Thanks for being here today. It's when we, I think we were the ones who do workshop about BK. Actually, my friend Annie here, it's kind of an expert. He loves binomics, right, Annie?
Yeah, totally right. I think it's a very good design that align all the different actors in a decentralized exchange. So I'm pretty glad PancakeSwap have this design, this tokenomics.
And why I mention why I bring BK to the table, since the project today, the guest today we are going to have, it's kind of related, and I think it's a really nice addition to the PancakeSwap new BK structure. But I don't want uh, to present myself them. It's better to them to present themselves. So I want to bring Ember to the stage today from the Asters video team. Hi Ember, how you doing today?
Hi, chef friend. Hi, Anis. Nice to meet you, and Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm good, and it's kind of like a holiday season starts, and we are happy to introduce S Cake, just in the recent days, and yeah. What about we start?
Yeah, I think we can
Sorry,
start.
go ahead.
Yeah, I think we will start with the basic. What is the concept behind Astherus? And yeah, and if there is any difference with other cake aggregators in the market, if you can start with the basic of it.
Sure, definitely. I mean, for those who are familiar with SD Rose, we are quite young, I would like to say. Yeah, so SD Rose is a multi-asset liquidity hub. For us, we enhance the utility of your crypto assets so you can earn maximum yields. Because we are always talking about yields in DeFi, right? However, in the past, like several DeFi cycle, we see that a lot of yields are actually not really like a solid use, but just use the governance token or native tokens to provide like a different earnings. But for us, right, we are trying to create the real yields for the users so that your use will be sustainable. For us, right, we are not really considered as a cake aggregator, but we do have a cake liquid staking derivative product called S Cake, AS Cake. I will share it more later. So for Astherus, our main product is called Astherus N, a real yield layer. We amplify your returns through secure high yield strategies. We also have an on-chain DEX called Astherus X. You can trade perpetuals with high leverage there. And lastly, we issued a USDF stablecoin, which is backed by crypto assets and the corresponding short positions. Astherus is backed by Binance Labs, and we recently announced the strategic merger with APX Finance, one of the leading perp desks on not only on BNB chain but also on other different ecosystem. Aside from that, right, we also reached an all-time high TVL of 166 million recently. So really happy to be here today with Chef Fran and Anis from PancakeSwap to chat a bit more about S-Cake and how Astherus contribute to the cake ecosystem. Yeah. So before we further deep into those discussion, I would like to inform our listeners that Astherus is giving away some Astherus gems to 5 lucky winners. Each winner will get 20,000 gems. Briefly, gems is our unique reward that is redeemable for Astherus token airdrop. This is our Christmas present to you guys, so please make sure you listen till the end of the podcast. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Thank you, Amber. Thank you. Okay, I first again thanks for coming today to the podcast. And you told us that you are not another aggregator; you are more like a rewards hub. But I know that the PancakeSwap community, and also we want to know how do you integrate cake into the Astherus ecosystem?
Great. So, of course, S-Cake is a liquid staking derivative designed to extend the utility of Cake token. So basically, if you have Cake token, right, you can mint S token on Astherus and unlock additional yield generating opportunities while retaining liquidity. So let's say, let me go through the process. So let's say Cake is the utility of PancakeSwap, and the PancakeSwap itself is one of the leading DEX. To maximize the utility and the yields of Cake, we launched S-Cake under our real yield layer. So basically, this is the screenshot for the S-Cake. So this is called Astherus. We also have other LSDs like SBTC, SBNB. Our contributions to furthering the BTC-Fi and the BNB-Fi narratives. So for us, right, what we are doing is we are building more utility case and based on for Cake token and add a yield layer for the native Cake token.
Okay. I would like to ask what happened with the cake that the people transform into a cake. This get locked or is not locked?
Okay, so So what about let me go through the overall process with you guys, so you guys can get a bit clear, can get the sense of what your cake will be doing. So first of all, right, is you can earn multiple sources of real yield when you mint S-Cake. To mint S-Cake, you just need to stake cake on the Astherus, which is the page you guys showed just now. There are 3 sources of yield. The very first yield is from VE Cake yield. This includes VE Cake pool rewards and revenue sharing. So basically, this VE Cake is the a fundamental yield from the cake staking. Second, you can earn the APY from voting rewards, which is the bribes. Last but not least, you get 3x Astherus AU points. So currently, right, as cake holders can earn VE Cake yield and AU points. APY from voting rewards are still in works and will be coming soon. But in the end, right, you can earn yields from these 3 sources just by holding your S-Cake. In summary, S-Cake empowers cake holders with an additional channel of the passive income. So at this moment, right, will be approximately, I think it's around 25% total APY, and just looking forward to the voting yields from the voting rewards, and I believe we will be able to make it soon.
Okay, thank you, Amber. I was carefully reading how to mint ASK, so sorry.
Actually, it's quite easy. So as long as you
Super
have the,
easy.
yeah, as long as you have the cake token, right, you just stick on the Astherus N, then you will receive the S cake token. Then by just by holding this S cake token, you can earn the yields from the three resources lah. So it's quite easy.
Yeah, super easy. And what are the specific advantages of minting SK? I think you mentioned it a little bit because you mentioned the older sources from the
From,
rewards. But
yes.
would you like to encourage a little bit more about the Astherus rewards in particular, and what are the different what is the main difference you consider from Astherus? Like why people should take Astherus into consideration?
Yeah, definitely. So the very key things I would like to mention is uh you just need to hold S cake, right? You can earn multiple layers of rewards. This is the very key advantage that we are having for the cake holders. Yeah. So for ST Rose, from Astherus side, right, we are offering AU points to S cake holders. AU points are our airdrop points that can be exchanged for Astherus token airdrop at TGE, which will be, I believe, will be in 2000 early 2025. So by doing different activities like minting S cake or even others, right, you can earn AU points. So for example, just take SK as an example. You can earn 3x AU points. And if you mint 100 USD worth of SK, you will earn 100 times 3, which is 300 AU points. And many people miss this out, but AU points stack hourly. So in 24 hours, right, you will get 300 times 24, which is 7,200 AU points. So I think some listeners may be confused about gems versus AU points. Gems are what we reward for campaigns and activities, while AU points are rewards for minting activities on Astherus. But both can be exchanged for Astherus airdrop. So from our side, right, we offering 3x at this moment, and in the future, we may also have different activities and campaigns specifically for S Cake. So stay tuned and follow our social media. You will be able to see more.
Nice rewards. We have the APY coming from Cake, as we know, and then you can farm these points. Like you will be eligible probably for some tokens of the Austerus protocol. That's really nice. And I would like to ask about what is the plans that Asterus have regarding the bribes market. I know other protocols that are accumulating cakes. They create their own bribe market. I don't know if Asterus will allow the users to vote in the different farms to get the bribes, or it's gonna make everything much easier for the users. What is the plans regarding that?
Yeah, it's a very great question. So when you mint S cake, ST Rose side, we will use the cake gathered to stake into V cake on PancakeSwap. That is how we get VE cake yield. So this is the first layer, right? Aside from VE cake yield, we also get voting rights. We plan to leverage our voting rights to generate returns. For example, like selling the voting rights. We can partner with other projects and vote for some on PancakeSwap in return for rewards. These rewards will become voting rewards yield. So the first basic yield is the VE cake yield, which is simple. However, for the voting rights yield, this is something special and different from others. But these are still in development. So I will be sharing more in the future when the mechanism is out and it is out. But definitely we will make it. We will realize it in just in short future.
Okay. So we will have more news in the future. We need to wait a little bit. But as far as the people convert to this, they mint AES cake, they will be getting the benefit straight away, yeah?
Yeah, they will be able to receive yields from VE cake yield and AU points and the voting rewards in the future.
Okay. Nice. And I
Well, I
pass
mean,
you, Chef Dominic. Yeah.
yeah, you pass me because I know you want me to be the bad cop. When we talk about I don't know how to say it. Could be I don't know if synthetic could be a good question, but in all of these protocols, there is some kind of associated risk, we can say, um, which is called the peg. I know some war reminders in all of your heads about the pegging in the market, no matter the coin, no matter the circumstance. But it's something that could happen, and we all know about that. And I want to know what kind of things or measures is Astherus taking to maintain a solid peg with AS cake.
Understood. So for those who are not familiar with such product, right, this would be one of their key concerns. However, actually, even though S cake is a liquid staking derivative of cake, it is not meant to be pegged to cake price. So the pegging is not relevant here. So basically, when you mint S cake, you can earn APY from VE cake yield and soon APY from voting rewards. These APYs will reflect in the net asset value of S cake. This means that S cake NAV will change and will likely increase over time. Let's say at launch, right? You may mint S cake with cake at a 1-to-1 ratio. But after some time of collecting yield and updating the NAV, the ratio might change to 1 S cake equals to 1.1 cake. For example, assuming that you have 100 S cake, if you decide to swap your S cake back to cake, originally you stake 100 cake, right? After collecting the yield, the ratio from 1 becomes 1 to 1.1. So when you swap your S cake back to cake, you will get 110 cake. Assuming that so in this case, right, there's no depegging issue or depegging concerns in between cake and S cake. So I hope I clarify the concerns. So we don't really look at the price, like don't really look at the token price. We look at the peg ratio, and all the rewards will be reflected in the ratio instead of the token price itself.
Yeah, it's clear for me. It's like an asset that is get an intrinsic yield, so it's totally different from other synthetic cakes we have already. I think it's quite nice to see different designs, and I would like to keep digging here a little bit to understand better what are the risks when we invest. We should analyze the protocols and do our due diligence and investigation always. So I would like to know if you can tell us what are some of the risks associated with using Astherus and how the platform mitigates this risk.
Understood. I mean, we are a DeFi, so we as a user, as a DeFi users, right? I also saw a lot of tragedies on chain. We all know that. So definitely, security is very important, especially those like smart contract security. As a baseline, we have audits from Celos Security and the Pack Shield for all our contracts. You can find those reports on Astherus Gitbook. And also for the contracts, right? Because it is on chain. So I mean it is open for all the basically all the users to review. For certain S tokens like SBTC and SUSDF plus our USDF stablecoin, we work with Sifu, our custodian partner, since many involve C DeFi strategies. So for Sifu, right, provides comprehensive institutional grade custody and liquidity. They are designed to securely manage and utilize crypto assets. We make use of their advanced security protocols and risk management measures. We also have our stringent risk control measures to ensure safeties. So from the smart contract side, definitely we have the OT. Then for our CDeFi strategy, we utilize Sifu, a very good custodian partner. Last but not least, we also have a very structured risk control scheme to make sure to basically to ensure the safety of the user assets.
Nice. I completely agree with you that besides all of it, we are DeFi and DeFi carries its own risks. I want to say, in addition to any, that I really like to see a new structure or a new architecture behind this kind of tokens of creations. I think it adds another security layer, and I'm super glad about you clarified why the DPEG risk is not on the table. I don't know if you want to mention again the Shams part because before we continue to the community.
Sure. Just to share a bit about the gems is, just for our listeners, right? We are giving winners 20,000 gems for each lucky, basically for each lucky winners, and gems is our unique rewards that can be redeemed for Astherus token airdrop. So just stay here, learn a bit more about Astherus and then take a look at the S cake. So if you are interested in S cake, just feel free to mint on the Astherus N, and till the end of the podcast, we will be able to select like 5 lucky winners to get the gems rewards.
Thank you, Amber. Okay, we are approaching to the end of the podcast. We were talking a little bit about what Asteris is and why I think it's so important for the PancakeSwap ecosystem. I would like to know a little bit about what are you guys planning? We are ending 2024. We are starting a new year full of build. Um, if you can let us know, if you can let the community know any maybe partnerships or integrations you are planning, other DeFi protocols, other, I don't know, anything you can leak
Yeah.
for us would be nice.
Yeah, understood. So, our partnership ecosystem is always growing, and we are exploring different angles with different protocols. For example, we worked closely with BNB Chain and the Lista DAO to launch SBNB, a BNB LSD. And SCake is also a strategic collaboration between us and the PancakeSwap. We also work closely with other projects on BNB chain since we are BNB native. We work with liquidity protocols and the restaking protocols the most. Just recently, Binomial and Canal started supporting SBNB restaking. So along the way, right, we will be happy if there's more angles to collaborate with other protocols, and we hope to see more and more partners join our partnership ecosystem as well.
Thank you, Amber. And you mentioned also on the product that is perpetual exchange, you have a partnership there with Apollo X. And I'm curious about how this product of perpetual exchange uh, is any relationship with this product and the other liquid staking tokens, or you mentioned that was part of the stablecoin, or is also involved in the other liquid staking tokens?
Okay, so for our merger with APX, at the start of the this podcast, right, I mentioned that we have Astherus N, which is which was well as cake. Well as cake can be minted, and we have another product called Astherus X, which is a perpetual DEX with high leverage. And that one is from APX infrastructure. And thanks to APX, superb trading infra. For us, right, in the future, there will be more synergies between USDF, between the S token and the perps. Just give some simple example. For example, for the S token or USDF, right, maybe it can become a collateral under the perp section. Means in the future, maybe you can open position using your S token. So we are trying to create this like a one-stop DeFi hub for tokens to earn yields and for tokens to have more utility. And this is how we merge with APX Finance, and we would like to create more synergies in the short future.
Amazing. And maybe you can, well, you explain what is Astherus, but how do you see the future? What is the long-term vision behind all these DeFi hub? What things do you think are gonna be in Astherus here for the future in the long term?
Wow, it is a very broad question. I mean, it's also to show our ambition, right? This question for me is for me to show our ambition. So we aim to become a platform for holders to maximize their access utility and the returns. So two parts. One is utility, one is returns. These are actually the key problems in the last cycle. So in recent years, right, we've seen more demand for crypto assets to have more utility and high yields, such as Bitcoin. Bitcoin blockchain has always been less programmable and scalable, and many people leave their Bitcoin in cold storage. But there's the rise. But we see the rise of BTC-Fi, where holders demand more use cases and returns. And now there is BNB-Fi. We believe there will be more DeFi users demanding maximum usage and returns for more assets. And what we are doing at this moment is to create the scenarios for BNB, for Cake. And in the future, we plan to create more scenarios for different assets. So this is what we are trying to do. And we hope we can make it to those valuable assets, similar to Cake.
Nice. Similar to cake. I like that approach.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Ember. Thanks for all of the answers to the PancakeSwap community. I hope every one of you is right there waiting for your chance. And I think you cover most of my questions. I don't know, Annie, if you have any other question. I want to say that I'm glad that any other. I always think that competence it's the key in DeFi and in every place. So I like to see Asters coming to the BK and all the yield party. And also I like what you said about taking the yield as a what it's called real yield and not like giving yield based from things that are not sustainable. So I'm really glad you are showing the structure of real yield. Any other question you would like to drop it to Ember?
No, not for my side. Just welcome to the Pancake Wars. I'm happy we have more actors coming, and I'm pretty happy about it.
Really pleasure to be here. Happy holidays. It's a holiday season with Christmas and the New Year, right? So really happy holidays to everyone attending this podcast. For those giveaway winners, right, we will be announcing on the social media once the list is ready. Yeah.
Thanks, Ember. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We overpassed the 10K views on
Oh,
Twitter, which is it's really nice about people. Of course, it's also because of these two great projects, also because of the market that it's coming back to their life. I'm so happy about that. But also, I'm glad that people in this holiday season between Christmas and New Year's, it's taking the time to hear this humble podcast and these two projects making some synergy between them. So I will let them rest. And of course, the same for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for the Asters social media for
for the
finding
winner. Yeah.
who are the lucky winners. And yeah, tune in. You can. This podcast is going to be recorded and always there in our podcast playlist in YouTube. Easier to find that here in Twitter. And tune in for another insightful episode next week with more Pancake Talks. Any last comment, guys? I will let the mic to you. I'm Chefran, Anicero, Ember from Astherus BD. Super glad to be here. Love you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you and have a nice day. Chef friend. I
Yeah,
knew you. Yeah, you guys, Chef friend is still your time is still at a very early day, right?
Nah, I said super early, but it was 9 in the morning. I had time to prepare coffee at 8. It wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. Some episodes were around like 7 at my morning, and I was super sleepy at that time.
Okay, cool. So I
Good days like this.
yeah, I'm good. Have a nice day and have a nice evening, everyone. Thanks for attending and thanks for listening. Hope we do provide some inspiration to you guys.
thank you, Ember. See you around, guys. See you in another
Thank you.
Pancake Talks. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy the cake wars. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.